Hello children, how are you? I hope you must be having a cheerful and positive day, as well as you must be enjoying yourself. But at the same time you must be studying very hard because your half-yearly exams are nearing. So today children, I will be teaching you in this video simple past tense. Past tense, the action which has already taken place, the talk which I have already, this thing which has already been done, the work has been completed. So I have some examples on the board. Let's see what it is written. He came last night. Now came is a verb, right? Is a tense. But what is came is telling that the action has already taken place. The person had come last night, right? I met the principal last night, right? I met the principal last night. Now you must have gone to the market and where you saw the principal ma'am over there. So I met. The action which has already been taken place. It has finished. We did not enjoy our stay in Nainital. We did not enjoy our stay in Nainital. So here, did not enjoy is what it is telling. It is denoting that the action has already been done, completed. So what is the simple past tense we have learned from this sentence? Simple past tense is the tense when the action, your talk, which is already been completed, done, right? And we are talking about it. So the definition we'll see over here. The simple past tense is used to express an action. To express an action which took place, which has taken place in the past and is completed by the time of speaking. When I am telling you it has been completed, right? When I am talking about that particular incident, it has already been completed. Like over here, he came last night. Now he had already come. Came here last night, and now when I am talking, the action has been completed. So past tense is what? The action which has took place in past and is completed by the time of speaking. Right, children? Now, children, will see the second form when to use the simple past tense. We also use it to show something, so that something was true. Was true for what time? For some time in the past. Something that was true for some time in the past. Let's see an example. He collected stamps as a child. So over here, collected. He used to collect collect stamps when he was small, but now he is not doing. The sentence tells us that. So he collected stamps as a child. Next is that he was the manager of the company. He was. So was is what? Is the past tense. Now second form when we use simple past tense, that is we use it to indicate. When do we use? To indicate that an action happened repeatedly in the past. The action happened repeatedly in the past. Let's see the example over here. He took music class from Sandeep sir. So he took, but for music class you don't go for once or twice in a week, or you go repeatedly, or in a week you go for 3 times in to attend the class. So over here he took. Took is what? The past tense of verb. So he took music class from Sandeep sir. Now Sam travelled to Delhi frequently. Now travelled. Now we are talking about Sam, that he keeps on coming. Go to New Delhi frequently means off and on. So traveled is what? Is the past tense of the verb. Now let's see some more examples when to use simple past tense. We use simple past tense when to show a series of completed action in the past. A series. Series means one after another. The action which has been completed. Now let's see an example. I came from school. So came is what? Is an verb. Came but in the past form. Changed my clothes and had lunch. So over here you see, usually what you do when you come to school, after going from the school, so here you are, one part is that I came from school, right? Then second part of the sentence tells us what you do when you go home. You change your clothes, right? And wear your daily, you take off your school uniform and wear your daily dress. So you change my clothes, and then after that what you do? You have your lunch. So had lunch. So this, when you go to school, repeatedly you keep on doing. So series means repeatedly you are doing one after another with the verbs. 1, 2, 3 actions are showing in a sentence over here. So series of completed action in the past. Next example we see, we went to the library. Now when is one action you have done. You went to the, you and your friend went to the library, and then what you did? Returned some books. So return is a verb. Return some books. The books which you had taken, you returned it to the library man. And and read over here. Read some magazine. So you sat down in the library room and you took some magazine and you read. So three actions you are doing over here. You went to the library, one action. Returned some books is one action, and read some magazine. So at that moment, at that time, right, you did three actions. That is returning the book. You went to the library, then you returned the book, and you read some magazine. So this is a series of completed action in the past, right? So there are some words like yesterday, right? Yesterday, once, long ago, in 2006, 2020, or so on. With the verb, we use what? Simple past tense. With these words, we use simple past tense. Yesterday, once, long ago, in 2010, 2020, you will use simple past tense with those words. Speak these three types of sentence. We construct sentences generally three types. One is positive, that can be assertive or that can be declarative. You can say simple sentence, right? With positive feelings, your positiveness showing. Now next is the negative sentence. From the word negative, it means no, you're not. So in that sentence, in the negative sentence, we are going to use not. In the negative sentence, we are going to use not. And then in the question sentence, we know this question. What is question sentence? It is an interrogative sentence, means you are asking question. So, but since we are talking about simple past tense, so simple past tense, so generally it will start with do, did, had, is, was, like that it will start. Generally, mostly like in the past tense, we start with do and did. Right. So these are the three sentences which we generally use while we are talking in the simple past tense. We are making simple past tense sentence. One first is positive sentence, right? Second is negative sentence, and the third is question sentence, right? And I have already explained just now what are these sentences. Now next we will see is the positive statement. Statement means sentence, right? When the subject are, this is subject. We know that a sentence is formed by two parts, subject and predicate, right? Whenever a sentence is formed, constructed, they have two parts. One is subject and other is predicate. Subject is what? They are either nouns or they are pronouns, right? Whereas the predicate part is what? They are verb or adverb or adjective, right? So when the sentence has noun or pronoun, noun means the name of a person or a state, name of a state, a book, name of a state, it's all naming words. Noun is what? This is a naming word. So if it is a noun or pronoun, pronoun is that is what? It is, a pronoun is that when we use instead of noun. Like for Sheila is a girl, then we use say Sheila is intelligent. We don't want to repeat the name repeatedly, so we use pronoun, that is she. Sheila is a girl, she is intelligent, and brave. So we can continue. So pronoun is what? He, she, it, they, we, us, like that. So then we then a sentence is the past tense of the verb. So to form a positive statement, first comes the noun or a pronoun. The subject is either noun or pronoun, and then the past tense of the verb. Like example I have written over here, Kavya worked very hard. Now over here Kavya is noun, work is verb. Which type of verb? Now worked, ed, right? So is this a irregular verb? This is a regular verb. So this action, what action it is showing? That she already worked hard. So this is a simple past tense, right? Now to earn money. So Kavya worked very hard to earn money. Next is they danced very well. Now over here they is what? Pronoun. So the subject is what? Pronoun, and dance is the verb which showing an action which has already taken place, right? So it is a simple present tense. She ate her lunch. Now the ate is a verb which is showing an action that has already taken place. It has been completed. So she ate her lunch. Now she is what? Pronoun, and ate is which type of verb? Simple past tense. Why simple past tense? Because the action has already been taken. She had already eaten her food, right? So the past tense of the verb are of two type of verb. One is regular verb and the second is irregular verb. Now what is regular verb? Regular verb are that we simply have to add ed to the verb. Some words are there, we have to simply add ed to the word. Like over here, work will become worked, play will become played, clap will become clapped. Now there are certain words which we have to change it to ed by removing the y. Over here this is carry. So carried spelling will be the C-A-R-R-I-E-D. Carried. So carry will become what? The past tense of carry will become carried. Try will become tried. Now irregular verbs. Now irregular verbs are the verbs which changes their spellings also. Like over here, buy, bought, sell, sold, fly, sell, sold. There are more words. I'll give some of the words, or else you can go just open the internet and go through the irregular and regular verbs. And some past tense verbs, they remain the same. The spelling remains the same. Like cut, hit, hit. The verb remains the same. Like the spelling of the verb is remain the same, and we use it what as as a simple past tense. Now next is, children, we'll see how to construct sentence in the question statement for the simple past tense. How we are going to write statement, that is a sentence, in a question form in the simple past tense. For the simple past tense, when we are asking questions, we are constructing statement, sentence in a question form, then we use did. We always use did. Then the noun or the pronoun, that is the subject. As I told you just now, that generally the sentence has two parts, and that is subject and predicate. Without subject and predicate, like the sentence is incomplete. So noun or a pronoun, that is the subject, and then the verb. Verb will be verb will be in the base form of verb. Like it will not change even for the past tense also. Like let us see an example over here. Did Sunita come home? Over here I have not changed since it is a past tense. So generally come becomes came, right? So but since we are using did, we will not change the verb. The verb will remain the same. The base verb will remain the same, that is come. And don't forget to put the question mark. Next is, did she dance? Now I am asking, did she dance? So again I have used did. Did is what? Did is the past tense of the verb, and dance over here I have used because I have used over here did. So dance will the base form of verb will not change. It will remain the same. And please don't forget what? To put the question mark. Third sentence we will see, did they dance well? Again I am asking question. So I have started it with what? With a did, question sentence, that is did, right? So did they dance well? Dance will remain again in the base form of verb. It will not change because I have used what? Past tense of did. So it is and we'll end it with what? Question mark. Did Tom painted over the fence? Now what mistake over here I have made painted. Which is right or wrong? Which is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because I have used did over here. So this is wrong. So this will be wrong. So it will be what? Paint. Did Tom paint the fence? Right. Why? When we are using did, we will keep the verb in the base form only. So for question sentence, what we will use? Did plus subject, that can be noun or pronoun, plus the base form of verb. Base form of verb, the verb which is given in the sentence, which is the original verb, will be the same. It will not change. Now children, generally the question sentence begins with these words, that is why, when, what, where, which, how, and so on, whose, whom, etc., which cannot be answered with yes or no. As I told you long back in my last video, and also in the English conversation also, that never answer incomplete sentence. Never, when a question is asked to you, never give an answer with yes or no. You should always use full sentence. Like, who is your mother? My mother is Mrs. So and so. Yeah, what is your mother's name? You should always answer, my mother's name is so and so. Hai. So, when you are asked a question, why are this thing, like over here, why did she tell lies? Now over here I have taken a sentence, why did she tell lies? Right? Tell a lie. Tell a lie. Question mark. Now, tell is what? Tell is a verb in the base form. Why I have used over here base form? Because I have used did over here. So, whatever sentence, question sentence you start with, so it should, the verb will always be in the base form. Next, children, we will see the negative sentence. When a negative sentence, how to form, what is the rule of the negative sentence? Now, negative means we have to use not, right? So, first, in a sentence, when we are using a negative sentence, the subject, that is, will be noun or pronoun. Nouns means the name of a person, place, this thing, animal, whatever it is. And pronoun, he, she, it, they, you, we, I. So the subject will be noun or pronoun. Then we will use did to show that the action has already taken place, past tense, right? Then we will use not. Why not? Because we have to show it is a negative sentence. Then the verb. Now which form of verb we will use? Base form of verb. Base form of verb means we are not going to change the verb. The verb will be just the same. Let us see an example. We did not dance. So we over here is the subject. Then we use did over here. Right? And not, then verb. Verb is what? Dance. So I have used the rule. This is the rule of the question sentence. So next you see Choti did not come to work. So Choti is what? Is the subject, that is noun. Did I have used to show the past tense. Not, why? Because I have used to show it is a negative sentence. Verb. Verb is what? We have used the base form of verb, that is come. Right? And the action is what? To work. Right? So this is how, these are the rules for forming the simple past tense, and I hope you must have understood these rules. If you have not, go through the video again and again and try to understand, children, because once you understand the tenses, it will be very easy for you to talk. You will not be making any grammatical mistake while speaking or while writing. You will not be, and the more you use it, these grammars in your sentence, the more fluency it comes in you. You become confident. Right, children? Now, children, if you open your book to page number 63, the exercises are given over here, right? And we have done, there are more forms of simple present tense, but we have done only one form just to make you, so that your concept is clear. And once your first concept is clear, you will be easy to form the second concept, the third form of verb, that is perfect past tense, present simple past continuous tense, then simple perfect tense, simple perfect continuous tense. There are more, but now in the beginning, first you understand what is simple past tense, and this is what it is given in your book in this chapter. That's it. I hope you are going to understand. I am also going to solve the PDF, solve these exercise. But before you look into these exercise in the PDF form, it is good for you. First, you try, make an attempt to solve it, and then check the answer with my PDF. This will help you out to understand and clear your doubts. Right, children? So that's it. Now I'm also going to continue with the 50 lesson number 15 in the next video. So don't forget to watch out. Simple future tense. Right? So that's it. Have a good day.